it's a good time to be Neymar Jr. right now because he just became the top scorer, for the Brazilian national team. 79 goals. He eclipsed Pele, eclipsed R9, eclipsed Ronaldinho. He is now the top scorer of all time for Brazil. So congratulations to Neymar. We got to give a hand to that because that is a legendary stat line, man. He scored the second to last and the final goal in a 5-1 win over Bolivia.
And he almost scored an all-time great goal if he had it.
Bruh.
Yeah.
If that was the goal that did it.
This is almost an all-time great.
Oh my goodness, bro. Like it was a classic Neymar sequence.
Yep.
Didn't score.
But he did it, bro.
He got two.
I think that this raises the question for me, though. It's like, I think sometimes we forget truly how great Neymar is because of his time at PSG. Yeah. And I remember at some point we talked about, I don't know if it was last episode or on the game show where you spoke about that it was a bad risk for him to go
to PSG.
The one before.
Yeah. So can we still consider that Neymar has underachieved in football? Mm-hmm. Or when we look at his career to this point as it's coming to an end, has he had an objectively successful career?
He has, bro. Yes.
Because people are asking the question.
Has he objectively, bro, he's fucking Neymar.
Yes.
Just go to his Wikipedia. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
The individual trophies, the team trophies, the national team success.
Records.
If that's not a successful career, how many players have been successful in the history of the sport? Now, did he live up to his full potential? It's going to be your point. But if you're saying objectively successful, it's not even, we're joking about athletes. We're saying Neymar was not a successful athlete, bro. Are you kidding me?
No, that sentence is ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying.
Neymar was not a successful athlete. You're an idiot.
Yeah, that's what
However, are you satisfied with Neymar's career if you were a fan of his growing up? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so, but it goes back to what I was saying in 2 episodes ago before the game show, was that Ronaldo and Messi have ruined our heads for thinking what players are supposed to achieve.
You know, that's one thing.
I think it's really messed our heads
But for Neymar, it's just him. Because when you look at, I think that, like we were talking about branding and stuff, like in our group chat a few weeks ago, and branding, the biggest part of branding is consistency, right? When you have a brand, people expect something from you. Yeah. So Neymar's brand coming from Santos into Barca was, you expected something from him. You expected flair. You expected skills. Yeah. You expected flashiness. You expected a kid who plays, who has fun, who tries to ridicule defenders. Yeah. That's what you expect. You expect pace. And then he got around Messi, he got around Iniesta and Xavi, and now you're expecting free kicks. You're expecting crazy crosses. Like, you're expecting like finesse, sharp passes. His game was constantly elevating. And when you're seeing that elevation constantly, like, it's not an up and down elevation. It was a straight up, straight line. And when you're seeing that, you're expecting that to keep going, especially if he's in the age where usually that's what's supposed to continue to happen. You're supposed to keep getting better. He goes to PSG and it just all goes to shit from there. So I think it's like, it's more than just Ronaldo and Messi. I think it's just himself based on how his career started, especially as a Barca fan. I'm looking at it, I'm like, even if he goes to PSG, he's still my favorite player, and I'm expecting to still see great things. And things just started, the injuries were a part of it too, but I feel like things just started going downhill from there. So I think that was all him because he set the expectations, not Messi or Ronaldo.
I think we need to erase PSG from football. To be honest.
I feel like when I think about Neymar, I think about Kyrie Irving. Because I feel like both of them
less conscious,
have like the flashy players. Very popular, very like accomplished. Both have won on the international scale and I've won on the club scale. But neither of them really feel like they fully realized their potential or won as much as they could have. Kyrie's been like dancing around teams, having drama off the field, injuries. Neymar's had drama off the field.
Their careers have been parallel, low-key.
So it's like
they've had parallel careers.
Yeah. Neymar's way better though.
They're around the same age.
Neymar's way better.
You think so?
I don't know.
At what?
Kyrie
Kyrie
at the end of his
the
career,
most skillful basketball player ever.
But
Kyrie's a Hall of Famer.
Anytime he's had his own team, he hasn't gotten it done.
You show me a Neymar team where he had it, where he got it done. Show me a Neymar team where he got it done.
Likewise. Neymar hasn't been really able to carry his
to the
own
point
team.
where he went to join Luka They fell from like 7th to out of the playoffs.
Same thing with PSG.
What do
They didn't get worse by adding Neymar. Teams don't get worse
Not by adding
No,
Neymar,
but
but
he
he
had
was
the
still
pieces,
he had a
and
stacked
he didn't
team.
do
and
well.
Hold on.
Didn't do
This
much.
is an awful take. How's that an awful take?
Wait, it's an awful take to say Neymar is better at soccer than Kyrie is at basketball?
Yeah.
In the all-time,
really bad
I
take.
do the all-time rankings. First off, what stat does Kyrie have that's close to being the all-time top goal scorer for Brazil or anything of that level?
Well, I mean, if Kyrie played for Australia, he'd be the all-time Australia top scorer. He would.
Australia?
He's Australian.
Is Australia's weight in the sport equivalent to Brazil in football,
not.
bro?
It's not.
Like, what are we doing?
But
This is a tough
you
comparison.
found a
No,
very
I
you found a very strange.
I like
I don't think it's a horrible take. I don't think it's a horrible
It's a
take,
horrible
but
Yeah, Neymar is
but it's
better
very
at-
close. But it's
Kyrie's
closer
never.
than
No,
you think.
time out.
Yeah, it's closer than you might.
No,
It's closer
actually,
than
it's
you
a
might.
really
Are you
good
saying like it's
comparison.
miles ahead, or it's
I'm
just like
saying Neymar was consistently at, let's say, what, third best player in the world for a decade?
Yeah.
Kyrie's never been, to most analysts, players, whatever, a true top 5 all-around player in the NBA.
In his position, yeah.
I think as a
Position.
point guard-
Neymar, period.
But
Yeah.
it's a little different. though,
Neymar is
'cause-
like an all-time GOAT.
Yeah,
Okay,
but that's because
okay.
they wouldn't really put defenders.
That's all I'm saying.
It's different because in footy, you wouldn't put defenders on an all-time list,
Yeah.
really.
Let me explain. Let me,
Sergio
so,
Ramos is.
So if there was like
above
an
You know what I'm
all-time,
saying?
I know what you're saying.
if there was an all-time draft, I think Neymar would go top 30, top 20, top 30 in football.
all time.
All time,
which is extremely high.
Top 30, top 30,
20.
top 30, top 30.
To be fair,
Yeah,
30.
okay.
to be safe, I was in
To
top
be
30,
safe.
but I think top 20 for sure.
Kyrie would also go top 30.
All right,
Yes.
and that's where the combo ends. Next topic.
You don't think so? What the fuck?
Top 30.
Top 30 all time
First off,
basketball players?
Yo, fans, they don't even watch basketball like
Why did
that.
it
So
have
first
to
of all,
end? Why did it
it's
have to
not
end?
top 30.
Yeah,
I don't
Kyrie
even
is
know
top
if he
30
got-
Top
players of all
what point
time.
guards?
Huh?
Top what point guards?
Is he as good as Steph? No. Magic Johnson? No. Now he's as good as Steph Curry.
Not
All right.
as accomplished, but as good as skillful.
Yeah,
Stop it.
Kyrie is like that.
Skillful.
Stop it, bro.
Does
Bro,
not
this is
res-
a Knicks fan. I forgot. A Knicks fan. My
Yeah,
fault.
Curry's dropped 54 on us. I should hate him too.
Moving,
We're not, bro. That's this.
Moving
Steph
on.
Curry.
Moving
That's
on.
Steph
Hold on,
Curry.
let me get my PSG point on.
Yes, get
your
erase,
PSG point on.
erase PSG from football. No, but seriously, because
Why?
they ruined Neymar's legacy. They almost ruined Messi's too. Like, let's not forget.
All right. Ruin is crazy.
They're a team that had the audacity to boo Messi. They're a team
Yes.
that had the audacity to go to Neymar's house and throw paper towels at his backyard. Like,
No, the
if
fans are
Neymar
shit.
if Neymar goes to a team with actual integrity, a fan base with actual integrity that understands football, perhaps we don't look at him as weirdly as we do now. But for 3 years, Neymar played for a franchise that didn't protect him.
Yeah.
I think he
For
needed
3
to.
years.
I think he just needed to win the UCL against Bayern
At the
in
time,
2020. If he
at the
wins
time
that,
when
we look
Neymar
at
went to
whatever.
PSG, Pep was at Bayern still, no? I believe
Or
so.
the beginning of City.
might-
I
the
think
beginning of City.
yeah, because I
It
think
was like a year off. Or
I
something.
almost remember him being
Yeah.
linked to a city.
to me it was like
But those
I don't
two
know.
back-
I can't, say like it already happened. But I think if Neymar went to Pep Guardiola-led Manchester City, his career would have went completely differently.
Of course.
Completely different. I think it would have been exponentially better.
Not if he gets getting
Led
hurt.
by Pep.
Pep would have made him just be another Grealish.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Turn
Come
around,
back
Neymar,
and
bro.
pass.
Yeah.
It's Neymar,
Nah,
bro.
but that's when they did have
I
Son
think
and
PSG,
Sterling,
Man
at least.
City, those aren't Neymar teams. He should have gone to Arsenal.
Nah.
Should've gone-
Arsenal was not the
Arsenal
team
at
back
the
then.
time- at the time it
that
was-
This
was
is why
not
I
it.
just get so-
That was
okay,
not
at the
it.
time it
Arsenal
was.
was kind of absurd, bro.
No, I don't mean Arsenal
Arsenal
at the
now
time.
would make more
But I
sense.
mean Neymar's vibe does not fit PSG. It doesn't fit Man City. It fits a more like
Dino
More-
played
if
at
it's
PSG, to be fair.
He could
I think they would have let him
open
rock
fan base.
with Man
He
City.
could have been at Liverpool.
Liverpool
Crystal
would have made
Palace.
I can't
sense.
see that nigga living in Liverpool.
Crystal Palace
I can see
in
that.
London.
At Craven Cottage in London, but apparently
Not
you don't
Crystal
know ball.
Palace.
I think
Palace isn't like that.
With the
For the name of the team, Liverpool,
would have got dreads.
Man City,
Definitely.
but
He already did. Remember, he got the
Yeah, that's what I'm
extensions. Yeah, the last.
He's Neymar. He would have had to be in a big city, but.